Hi, myself Veerabadra. Today we are discussing about solar thermal collectors. Introduction about solar thermal collectors. Solar thermal collectors are special kind of heat exchangers that transfer solar radiation energy to internal energy of the transport medium. The major component of any solar system is the solar collector. First, what is solar collectors? Collectors is a device which absorbs the incoming solar radiation and it converts it into heat and transfers this heat to a fluid flowing through the collectors. The solar energy thus collected is carried from the circulating fluid either directly to the hot water as space conditioning equipment or thermal energy storage tank from which can be drawn from use at night and or cloudy days. We can use it in night or cloudy days. Types of solar thermal collectors. Solar collectors are either non-concentrating or concentrating. There are two types of solar thermal collectors. Which one is concentrating or non-concentrating? In the non-concentrating type, the collectors or the area is the same as the observer area. In these types, the whole solar panel absorbs light. Concentrating concentrating collectors have a bigger interceptor than collectors. For domestic or industrial water heating and space heating purpose, the solar thermal collectors are classified as flat plate solar collectors, evacuated tube solar collectors. We can see the flat plate collectors, how it will work. It observes the radiations. It observes the radiations, direct radiations, diffuse radiations. We can see tubes, observe plates and tubes. Flat solar collectors. Flat plate solar collectors developed by Hotel in the 1950s are the most common type of solar collector which are widely used for domestic household hot water heating and space heating where the demand temperature is low. Flat plate collector is basically a black surface that is placed at convenient path of sun. Components of solar flat plate collectors. The dark plate observer, a dark flat plate observer, a transparent cover that reduces heat loss called glazing, and after it, a heat transport fluid, that means air or antifreeze or water to remove heat from the observer, a heat insulting backing, flow passage enclosure. Observer plate. It, it is usually made of copper, steel, or plastic. The surface is covered with the flat black material of high observ- absorbance. If copper or steel is used, it is possible to apply selective coating that maximizes the absorption of solar energy and minimize the radiation emitted by plate. Flow passages. Flow passages. The flow passages conduct the working fluid throughout the collectors. If the working fluid is a liquid, the flow passage is usually a tube that is attached to or it is a part of observer plate. If the working fluid is here, the flow passage should be below the observer plate to minimize heat losses. Cover plate to reduce convective and radiative heat losses from the observer. One or two transparent covers are generally placed above the observer plate. They usually be made from glass or plastic. Insulation. These are some materials such as fiberglass and they are placed at the back and sides of the collector to reduce heat losses. Enclosure. A box the collector is enclosed and holds the components together, protect them from weather, facilitates insulation of the collector on a roof or appropriate frame. The working principle of flat plate collectors. In flat plate collectors, sunlight passes through the glazing and strikes the observed plate, which heat up, changing solar energy into heat energy. Thus, the heat is transferred to the fluid, liquid, or water, oil, or gas, passing through pipes attached to the observer plate by means of convective heat transfer. Observer plates are commonly painted with selective coating which absorb and retain heat better than ordinary black paint. Observer plates are usually made of metal, typically copper or aluminum, because the metal is good heat conductor. Copper is more expensive, but it is a better conductor and less prone to corrosion than aluminum. In locations with average available solar energy, flat plate collectors are sized approximately 1/2 to 1 square foot per gallon of 1 day hot water use. Applications. Flat plate collectors are used for both domestic applications and commercial applications. We can use both domestic applications and commercial applications. What is domestic applications? Flat plate collectors mainly used in residential buildings where the demand for hot water has a large impact on energy bills. This generally means a situation with a large family or situation in which the hot water demand is exclusive due to frequent laundry washing. For instance, a family of 4 members consumes an average 100 liters of hot water a day at 60 Celsius. Hot water of 100-liter capacity at Celsius approximately can be delivered by a single collector system of 2 meter square area. The solar water heating system are generally provided with a luxury backup in the insulated hot storage tank for the rainy and heavily overcast cloudy days. We can see the image of applications. This is an image of an domestic application. Uh, how we can use the domestic applications. Now we can. What is commercial application? Commercial applications include round laundromats or car washes, military laundry facilities, and heating establishments. Solar water heating systems are most likely to be cost effective for facilities with water heating systems that are expensive to operate, with operations such as laundries or kitchens that require large quantities of hot water. And collectors are commonly used to heat water for swimming pools because these collectors need to withstand high temperatures. They can use less expensive materials such as plastic or rubber. They also do not require roofing because swimming pools are generally used only warm weather or can be drained easily during cold weather. This is an image of how we can use commercial applications. Conclusion: flat plate collectors, which are used for water heating, are long lasting and also in the long term they are cheaper than other water heating systems. However, they requires large area of high energy output is requirement. Also, solar energy is free if we do not include the initial cost for installation and the maintenance. Finally, besides this, we should remember by using solar energy we can protect nature. This is a topic we are discussing today: flat plate collectors.